Lester Munson is a principal in the international division at BGR Group, focusing on government affairs. I spoke to him about next steps in ending the government shutdown.
Neither side has a solution that's going to work for the other side right now. That it was a real physical demonstration of the fact that we're going to have a compromise to move forward. Each side's going to have to give up something they really want in order for us to be able to open the government and have some sort of resolution of the border security question.
It seems like everyone's looking for an exit or an off-ramp. We even saw that from the U.S. president today. Schumer and McConnell are huddling, trying to come up with something. How do you see this thing unfolding? Is it going to be hours, days? What are we looking at?
Well, I'm hopeful that it's going to be in the next few days, maybe this weekend. The fact that Senator McConnell is getting involved tells me that there's a real possibility of a compromise. He tends to not get directly involved unless he sees a path forward. He's injected himself into the process now. So I take heart in the fact that he's there talking to Senator Schumer, and hopefully they can work out something that will keep most of the base of either side relatively happy and not too outraged.
These 800,000 workers who, many of them, going without a paycheck, one, that's trouble. Two, that's a lot. Seeing a lot of people lined up, many of them dressed like you, with their heads down, dejected, waiting for food. And yet you hear the Commerce Secretary, Wilbur Ross, saying, I don't know why this is a deal. You hear the daughter-in-law of the president saying these workers may have to go through a little pain, but it's for the greater good. Is the administration tone deaf?
Well, I think in those two instances, they may have either misspoken or been a little tone deaf, absolutely. And this is not a sustainable position. We can't go much longer without Americans being very upset about what's happening to their fellow citizens. We're not used to seeing middle-class people waiting in line for free food. It just doesn't happen here, and it shouldn't happen. So I do think we're going to see a resolution. There's going to be more pressure on the president to compromise, but also a lot of those 800,000 are Democrats and are supporters of the Democrat Party. There's going to be pressure on Democrats to compromise as well.
Talk to me about Nancy Pelosi. She's really held firm on this. Does her stock go up? I mean, what's the relationship like with the president and the speaker going forward?
I think she's really got the upper hand on the president. For a while there, when he canceled her trip to Afghanistan, it looked like he might have had the upper hand. But now she said no to him again coming up to give the State of the Union address. She really seems to have kind of stared him down. So she may have the upper hand at the moment. She's proven she's tough. And whatever doubts there were in the Democratic Party that she was the right person to be Speaker are well gone at this point.
And the State of the Union, she said, is not going to happen unless the government's back open. There's a chance that might happen. Do you think we see the State of the Union next week?
It would be terrific if we did, and it would be terrific if the president could go to the well of the House of Representatives and with the Speaker sitting right behind him and give that address on time. I think that'd be good for the country. I suspect it's going to be delayed a few days, but I think we're going to get there soon.